The world outside was asleep, but Wee's mind refused to rest. The dim glow of a bedside lamp illuminated her journal, the pages filled with ink-stained confessions, memories, and emotions too fragile to speak aloud. She had always felt most alive in the solitude of the night, when everything was quiet enough for her thoughts to be heard. As she picked up her pen, she let it glide across the paper, her mind unraveling in words. The ghosts of the past. Some nights, Wee found herself trapped in memories, moments she wished she could relive, people she wished she had held onto a little longer. She wrote about childhood innocence, the feeling of running through the rain without a care, and the bittersweet taste of nostalgia when she heard an old song on the radio. But there were also wounds from the past that refused to fade. She remembered the friendships that had slowly slipped away, not with a dramatic goodbye, but with unanswered messages and growing distance. She thought of love, both the kind that made her heart swell and the kind that left her aching. She wrote about a boy with kind eyes who once promised forever but left without a word. She didn't blame him anymore, but the ghost of what they had still lingered in her heart. Do people ever truly leave, or do they just live in the quiet spaces of our minds? The fear of the future. Other nights, her mind raced with questions about the future. Would she find happiness? Would she be successful? Would she ever feel like she belonged? The uncertainty was suffocating, a heavy weight on her chest. She thought about her dreams, the ones she was too scared to chase because failure seemed inevitable. There was a part of her that wanted to run toward the unknown, to take risks, to leave everything behind and start fresh. But another part of her was frozen in fear, held back by the what ifs. What if I never become who I'm supposed to be? What if I'm always just lost? The battle within. Some entries in her journal were darker than others. On those nights, she wrote about the battles she fought inside her own mind, the voice that whispered she wasn't good enough, the self-doubt that clawed at her confidence. She remembered the nights when loneliness felt like a shadow that followed her everywhere, even in crowded rooms. She thought about the times she smiled when she wanted to cry, about the way she reassured everyone that she was fine, even when she wasn't. But even in her lowest moments, there was a flicker of hope. She wrote about the small things that kept her going, the kindness of a stranger, the warmth of the sun on a cold morning, the way music could heal wounds words couldn't. Maybe healing isn't about waking up one day and being okay. Maybe it's about finding reasons to keep going, even when it hurts. Love and longing. There were also nights when she wrote about love, not just romantic love, but all the forms it took. She wrote about the love between friends, the kind of love that felt like home. She wrote about the way her mother always knew when something was wrong, even when she said she was fine. She wrote about the love she had for herself, a love she was still learning to embrace. And then, there was longing, the ache of wanting to be seen, to be understood, to be loved the way she had always dreamed of. She wondered if she was too much or not enough, if she was destined to always be the one who loved more than she was loved in return. Maybe love is not about finding someone who completes us but learning to be whole on our own. The beauty of the night. As the ink dried on the last page, we leaned back against her pillow and stared at the ceiling. The night had a way of making everything feel more intense, but it also made her feel less alone. She knew that somewhere out there, someone else was also lying awake, drowning in their own late-night thoughts. And maybe, just maybe, that was enough. Because in the quiet hours, in the unspoken words, in the raw honesty of a journal filled with emotions too deep for the daylight, she found herself. And that, she realized, was the most beautiful thing of all.